Our third board will be for your network. The network board will be used for tracking communication between personal or professional peers. A key component to a job search is your network. A lot of jobs are not posted. They're only available through maybe internal discussions, and your network is a key component to finding a good and quality job. So we want to make sure that we're tracking the network contacts that you have and making sure that that's something that you have a good log of, and you know who you're going to reach out to and some of the discussions you've had with those people. So the examples that we're going to cover in the network area for the board is that you have a friend or family member. Next, you have a professional colleague that you want to talk to, or someone introduces you to someone. So these are all different components of how you want to track conversations and interactions with your network. So for the lists in the network board, lists will be used to track activity related to your network. And the list, for lists, we'll have people to contact, sent email or left voicemail related to those contacts, meetings or calls scheduled with those contacts, and a completed list just to show that you've completed any of those activities. Again, you can customize this however you want. These are just 4 lists that I came up with. Now within the network board, we're going to have cards. Those cards are going to each represent people in your network. So each network contact is represented by a card. And we're going to primarily use 3 different fields. The title field will be used for the name of the individual. The comments section will be used to track notes, copies of emails, and linking to other cards if you want to. And then also the due date field, so that you can use that for any follow-ups that you have. Now in the network board, we're also going to have an opportunity to leverage labels, and labels will be used to track activities related to your network. So this is just a quick, simple way of indicating, and I have 2 labels of whether or not you want to send a resume to someone or if you need to follow up with someone. You know, you could, if you're thinking you could create separate lists for these 2 items, you easily could. In this case, I just made some labels for it, but you could easily have these tracked as lists and put the cards for each of your network into a list of send resume or a follow-up. Totally okay. I just happen to use labels in this particular case. All right, so our Trello boards are slowly building out. We have opportunities, we have recruiters, and now we're going to talk about network. And let's go over some of these scenarios of how we can track our network. So remember, the network consists of people who are individuals who are either friends or professional colleagues, or maybe somebody introduces you to someone and they can be part of your network. And what we want to do is create a separate board for them. So we'll use the network template that I have so we can jumpstart us. And again, just like with recruiters, very straightforward. Just a couple buckets. We have people to contact, sent email or left voicemail, meeting or call scheduled, and then completed. Just that you've gone through the process of contacting that person and networking with them. And so like we did with all the other boards, this is just the Jumpstart template. We can't make any changes to it. But if we click on More and then click on Board, we can make this our own. And we'll type in Network, make sure it's set to private, and click on Create. And so if we look at the list of boards, I now have network display here. So I'll click through the network and let's take a look at 3 of those scenarios that we talked about. And in scenario 1, let's say you have a friend or a family member, and I'm going to add a number of people that we'll either consider friends, professional colleagues, or someone introduced you to a person. So I'm going to put in a couple names here. So maybe we have someone named Howard Ruskin and someone else named Bill Hunter. A third person is Lauren Smith. And finally, Janet Cooper. So initially, just like with recruiters, you're going to have a large list of people, hopefully, in this far left-hand column, because these are all the people that you want to contact, so you can let them know that you're looking for some type of opportunity. So now that we know that we want to contact Howard, let's say we want to send him out an email. So I'm going to click on him and drag him over to sent email, and I'm just going to make a quick note just to say sent Howard an email. We'll wait to see if he gets back to me. And for Lauren, let's drag her over, and for her, we'll have left a voicemail. And we'll wait for callback. And then let's say we talked with Bill, and Bill said, hey, it'd be great to have some coffee together. So we'll schedule a meeting with him, and we'll just add in meeting for coffee on, say, March or April 1st. And so we've got this really easy way to track activity with our network. And so at this point, with the people we've been in contact with, let's say we have our meeting with Bill, we connect up with him. Bill said he would let me know about opportunities, wants me to send resume. And this is where we can use some of the labels that I've included. So I put something here, a label as a send resume, just as an easy way for you to tag and remember any activities that you need to perform. So in this case, yes, the conversation happened, but there's a follow-up item here. So you could use a checklist for this type of thing for any potential follow-ups. In this particular case, I like the use of a label. And so I put send resume, and let's say I move it to completed just because I had the conversation with him. I finally sent the resume to him, so I'll put sent resume. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove the label because I no longer need to worry about that. And then I've left that in my completed bucket. So I know I've had that conversation with Bill from the activity log. I put comments in. Could you have used due dates? I've got his name in for the title. And then as I manage these other relationships, I can determine how I want to treat them and whether or not I get a meeting or a call scheduled with them, or if I've just maybe decided not to use someone. So maybe with Janet, decided not to work with her. I'm just going to do a different type of move here. We looked at this in one of the other boards. And so I find that this is the easiest way of tracking the conversations you have with your network. I don't think that this is an area where you need to have a lot of complexity, but I do think it's extremely valuable for you to make sure you're tracking the conversations you're having with those who are friends or family, professional colleagues, or people who you're introduced to through your network. It's just good to have a note on these conversations. So if months later something comes up with a particular individual, or you want to remember the conversation that you had with someone, you have the ability to go back and look at those conversations in the network board.